now that you've created a project out of your solution that you trained, you can actually go in and now use the LabFlow to use that project to identify the samples that you're looking at. So now when we go to the Capture Setup window, we want to choose Project instead of Solution, and then choose the project that you just made. This one that we're going to be looking at is called Green Spice Recognition. And once again, you'll have to redo the calibration. These are the exact same steps as when you were doing the training of the solution. So now when you're looking at a project, you basically have an unknown sample that you want to identify. In this case, you have different dried green herbs and spices that we want to basically try and identify using our project. You can set the capture count to as many as you like. You should do probably at least 10 or so, just so that you get an idea of whether you're just getting lucky or just to see how accurate your algorithm can be. I'm going to just take a sample here, which is some mint, basically. And we've trained on mint and several other herbs. And I'll put that into the LabFlow and measure it, and we'll see if the LabFlow can identify that it's a sample of mint. And since we're doing more than one scan, we'll want to turn the motor on so that this spins the sample. And I'll just hit the capture button in the main capture window. And it will take our 10 scans. Once those 10 scans are done, they'll be uploaded to the cloud, and we can have a look on the main analytics website to see what our results are. This page here will show a list of all the different solutions you've applied in your particular project. Now we'll just click View Details on the one solution that we do have. And we'll just scroll to the bottom where the newest scans should show up. And all these samples have been labeled as mint by the algorithm, which means that it's basically correctly identified our samples. If you want to see how well it identified it, we can look in the View Details screen again. Here we'll see a plot with showing the spectral scan that we just took. It's been colored to match the component that it identified as, which in this case is mint, and we set that to be yellow and when we set up our solution. And then up here on the components, it's basically looking at looking for the components we trained on inside of that sample, and it's telling us how sure it is that it's found that component that it identified it as in the sample. And we can look here and see mint. It has decided it's mint with pretty much 100% probability, so that's a pretty good identification there. It basically labels the graph with the color, which is mint, and also a label saying that that is basically the scan is a mint.